Big Mac Talks.
For the second straight Formula One season, we have a driver being replaced during the season, but it was not the driver everyone expected to be replaced before the summer break. Although Logan Sargeant has not had a good sophomore season, it seemed Williams was poised to let him finish out the season being the only American on the grid with two races still left in the United States this season. After a very costly crash and another subpar performance this past weekend at Zandvoort, however, the team made the decision earlier today to officially replace Sargent for the rest of the season with Franco Colapinto. So, who exactly is Colapinto, and why did he get the job over rumored replacements in Liam Lawson and Mick Schumacher? To start, let's look at Colapinto. He is currently racing in Formula 2 and is the highest ranked driver within the category who is part of Williams Academy. He's also the first Argentinian driver to race in Formula 1 since 2001 when Gaston Mazzacanne suited up for Prost Acer Racing. Colapinto hasn't necessarily been viewed as a guaranteed prospect to ever make the F1 grid and currently ranks 5th in the F2 standings while not finishing higher than 3rd in any open wheel series that had more than 4 races since 2020 when he finished 3rd in the Formula Renault Euro Cup. He does have a sprint race victory this year in F2 and hasn't looked bad whatsoever, but it does seem that more skilled or experienced replacements such as Liam Lawson, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, or even Mick Schumacher were available as well. So why did Williams choose Colapinto? Personally, I don't think Colapinto was their first choice, but instead I believe Liam Lawson was the ideal replacement. Terms just couldn't be worked out for this to happen. It was reported that a deal between Lawson and Williams was close, but Red Bull wanted a clause that they could call back Lawson at any point this season, which was something Williams did not want to risk. For Antonelli, he himself has questioned his readiness for F1 at the moment, so although Williams and Mercedes do have a working relationship and Mercedes has loaned them drivers before, I think Antonelli's camp expressed they did not have any interest in finishing out the season with Williams. Lastly, for Mick Schumacher, although he was the most experienced option and did show that he can score points in the back of a car grid on certain occasions, I think Williams' decision to drop Sargent is partially to save cost for the remainder of the year, something Schumacher's crash history cannot exactly guarantee will happen. With Colapinto, James Vowles and Williams are doing a couple of things. First, they are showing the rest of the grid that they're their own team and do not need to rely on other driver academies to fill their seats. In other words, Williams is not a farm team anymore. Second, they are allowing themselves to assess Colapinto on another level. They likely have told him there's little pressure and his goal simply needs to be to finish as many clean sessions as possible. But if he can impress in any regard, this will increase the likelihood of him gaining a full time seat the next time one is available in either 2026 or 2027 at Williams. Since Colapinto will not win the F2 championship this year and will not complete a full season in F1, he will be eligible to return to the Junior League next year as well, no matter how good or bad he does in this stint. So, although there's an undeniable added pressure in getting your first F1 experience midway through the season, Colapinto has very little to lose by taking this chance, and realistically, Williams can't be much worse off with him than they were with Sargent. But what do you guys think? Did Williams make a mistake in replacing Sargent with another unproven driver, or did James Vowles and company do the right thing by showing they believe in their own driver academy moving forward? Let me know what you think in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.